So today we're going to be drawing an evergreen branch.
So you need a piece of paper and some crayons. Pause if you need to get them. And for my paper, I want to actually make it a half size. So fold it in half so it's a little bit smaller, and I folded it hamburger style. You need a brown crayon, a green crayon, and a red crayon. So the last time we had a remote lesson, we did deciduous trees. So today I wanted to do evergreen trees. So take your brown crayon, and what we're going to do is we're going to make a branch. So the first thing we're going to do is start with a big Y. So take your brown crayon and make sure your paper is tall, and draw a line from the bottom to about the middle of the page. After that, we need two diagonal lines that go off, but don't touch the edge of the page. See how it's like an uppercase Y? After that, let's make a few extra branches. So let's do one on the stem of the Y, out but not touching the edge of the page. And let's do another one more down here. Now that we have our branch, let's think about evergreen trees. Usually they have, instead of leaves, something called needles. And a needle looks a lot like a line. So we're going to practice something called repetition with your green crayon. And all around this, we're going to draw needles. Watch how I do it. We're going to draw lines going out like it's growing out of the stick. Look how they're the same or very similar length. Okay, my stick now changes directions. So try to have your needles change directions too. See how they stick straight out? This one at the end can have lots of needles sticking out. And on this side, we need needles too. So I like to turn my paper so that whatever line I'm working on is straight across, so I can go straight up. And look, some of them overlap. Just gonna turn this so my next line is straight across, so that I can go straight up. On the end, I can make kind of a fan. I'm gonna turn it again. And if you get how it works, how they go straight out, you don't have to turn your paper as much. So take your time and draw lots of needles using repetition, which means to repeat or more than one. Let's check this. Now, we have to make sure all of my brown lines have needles on both sides. So this brown line has needles on both sides. This brown line has needles on both sides. This brown line has needles on both sides. And these two also have needles on both sides. That's a lot of lines. Pause and take your time if you need to. Try to make your lines similar lengths, so they don't have to be perfectly the same length, but they should be kind of similar. When you're ready, we're going to take our red crayon and we're going to put berries kind of on our branch in threes. This is a good chance to practice grouping in threes, and I like to count out loud if you want to count with me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and see how I'm doing it on top and kind of near the brown line. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do one more. 1, 2, 3. And you don't have to have as many berries as I do, but try to gather them in threes, because we'll do that when we do our painting. The last thing, if you want to, is that you could put snowflakes around this by putting little stars. You can use blue, or you can use any really color you want. And kind of like all the other things in our artwork today, we're doing a lot of repeating. There are many snowflakes, there are many evergreen needles, there are many berries, and there are many little branches coming off our big branch.
All right, I hope you enjoyed creating an evergreen branch with me. Looking forward to seeing your composition, your snow, and how you used repetition to create this very wintry work of art.